my former colleague Dexter Morgan is in fact the Bay Harbor Butcher.
Meanwhile, Charlie is suspecting Red of not being who he is. She kind of thinks maybe she didn't investigate him enough. And I'm honestly surprised that this is episode 9 and she still does not know that that is not Red. Dexter drove up in his car to the helicopter. He's the only one that drove up in his own car. And she has a military background and probably lots of connections. That's why Prater hired her to protect him. She probably would know to run a plate and might have figured out that that's just Dexter Morgan.
To keep you safe.
And do your job.
Larry, that's the problem. I don't know enough about him. I'm worried I might have missed something.
Didn't know.
We did find out that Prater trusts Red, Dexter, but he never really liked Gareth because he was so arrogant. But I think we already knew that.
Has there been any movement on the landlord situation?
So Vinny won't even turn the heat back on. There's the Empire's book saw this weekend. All those people coming in from the gala. There's no rooms. I have no idea where we're gonna stay.
Shit.
You're gonna have to find somewhere to stay too.
No, I'm not worried about that.
And Harrison is still worried about the landlord situation where Elsa and her kid can no longer stay in their apartment. And he kind of feels like maybe he was responsible since he confronted him. Meanwhile, Dexter finds the perfect kill room for Al, who is next on his table, in a wig shop. We see him setting it up here. And Batista is still tracking Dexter and continues with his investigation. We do see that Claudette is kind of going over the Bay Harbor Butcher. We see her reading up on all of the investigation from before and the newspaper articles, which of course says that Dokes was the Bay Harbor Butcher. And we perhaps think that maybe she's going to find out it's Dex. Harrison goes to Dexter for advice on what to do about the landlord for Elsa.
Figure something out by this weekend. She and her son Dante, they'll basically be homeless.
Dexter takes it upon himself to investigate the landlord.
Calling you. I'm sorry, buddy.
What's up? What's up? Hamilton. No intermission. You took off?
I texted Prater and I totally forgot to...
Home by tomorrow night. Oh. I was really looking forward to getting together one last time.
So perhaps Al will be in season 2? Dexter sure was disappointed he doesn't get to have him on his table though. And Blessing, however, is very upset at Dexter because during acupuncture he accidentally told his daughter something about his personal life that he shouldn't have and upset his daughter.
I was very clear. That part of my life was always to remain separate.
Clearly, Blessing was upset and Dexter did apologize. And after trying to talk to the landlord and not succeeding, Dexter decides to plan to take him to his table. This scene was a bit surprising. I remember Dexter really taking his time to stalk his victims, and now it kind of just seems like he does it very quickly. He's very abrupt. In the side story, Harrison is dating the girl that gave him the tour at college.
Back at the same location. What the hell is he doing?
Then, as it turns out, Batista interrupts Dexter's kill, and so the kill room where it all happens has a different kind of meaning. And he ends up letting the landlord go, and he kind of almost tramples over Batista, and to Batista's surprise. And this ends up having a similar occurrence back to LaGuerta when she was investigating and ended up in the kill room herself. When she was trying to get Dexter, and it was kind of sad because we all know what's going to happen. Everyone was just going to look at Batista like he's nuts. In this scene, we see Dexter finally finds out that Batista was tailing him. You would think that back when Dokes put a GPS tap on his boat, that maybe he would know that Batista would do the same, but I really think he thought Batista had gone.
Where's the body?
No, I got here in the nick of time. I stopped him from killing him.
Mr. Morgan, where is he? No, you do that.
He must have heard me break in.
You broke.
No, Dexter must have freed him.
Okay.
And you saw him.
But I heard his call.
Not understand.
Okay, I'm scared of the Bay Harbor Butcher.
The would-be victim. Did you get his name?
And so it's clear that Detective Wallace and Detective Oliva are not believing Batista's story, just like LaGuerta, just like Dokes, just like everyone that comes after Dexter ends up looking nuts. Everybody believes Dexter's story. We see Detective Wallace back at her office trying to piece everything together. But in the end, it ends up being just like it always is. She is the one calling Joey Quinn, and it only goes to verify that Batista is lying because he is no longer working for the Force. And Joey Quinn inadvertently kind of goes with Dexter's story because he's not working there, and he confirms that he's not working anymore.
The Bay Harbor Butcher.
She said the Bay Harbor Butcher.
Is this a poor connection? Captain is.
It's not our captain. I mean, he was our captain, but he retired. He up and quit out of nowhere. He was a good guy, he is, but
He is no longer an active law enforcement officer.
no.
I don't know what the fuck he's doing in New York.
So we get to see Joey again, but not in the way that we thought. All of my theories and my thoughts are just that, just theories and thoughts, and I'm really enjoying listening to your theories and thoughts, but we're just having fun here. This is just us watching the show and trying to think of what can come up next. And in this one, the kill room where it all happens, really the only thing that happened was that everyone found out that Batista was just kind of making it all up, even though we all know that that's not true. In one last very poignant scene when Dexter and Harrison are having dinner.
You scared him, didn't you? What? You say I have a thing for justice. I think you do too, Dad. Huh.
I didn't know you have a son.
It appears Charlie has finally gotten the job done and has tracked Dexter. What do you think is going to happen next? Maybe saved by an ángel or touched by an ángel? Do you think Batista's going to actually help out with Harrison? Or is it just that Dexter's story is saved because everyone now is going to be looking at Batista as just making up stories and not believe him and just disregarding everything? Please leave your theories and your thoughts, and please like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.